Okay, so I saw this on Twitter. It says the category is 90s R&B girls debut albums. What's your favorite? So here are going to be the stakes and everything, so you can end up deciding. And so if I have to give my favorite, you guys know I very much go for Mariah Carey's debut. That is top 3 in her discography and my favorite debut album ever. I just think that vocally, the arrangements on there and what she was doing, she was just kind of ahead of her time in a sense. If you listen to stuff like Vision of Love, All in Your Mind, Alone in Love, like these complex vocal arrangements, the vocal melisma, like I was always talking about on Vision of Love, her songwriting on there, already mentioned Alone in Love. There's some underrated cuts on here, like Prisoner, which I think was really good for that time. Love Takes Time is my favorite song on this album. But yeah, people don't give her enough for her songwriting. Her vocals on here are just otherworldly. Okay, it's so insane what she can do, and it's so impressive. This album really blew me away first listen. Like the productions a lot too, so that would be my favorite. I wanted to give a few more that I really enjoyed. Toni Braxton's debut, I listened to that a few weeks ago, and the first 2 songs were not for me. Okay, I did a review of this on YouTube, Anastasia 25, if you want to see my thoughts on every track. But some of my favorites, Love Affair, yeah, that song has really been hitting for me. Love Affair is a really great song on here. I like Candlelight. 7 Whole Days is fantastic as well. So this is a great debut album. I see why people hold it in high regard. And then I would also give a nod to Lauryn Hill's debut album when we're having stuff like Superstar. She's talking about she got fired at Foot Locker. Everything is Everything has always been a favorite for me. It's just such a good song. And then Every Ghetto, Every City, Nothing Even Matters was incredible. Her and Mary J. Blige were singing for their lives on that one song. No skips, no skips. Every single song on this album is great. Wish we would have got more actual albums. Yes, the Unplugged is great, but we needed more. We needed more. Okay, so those are my top 3. Some quick thoughts on some of the other albums here. This TLC album, now I did listen to like half of it. It wasn't for me. TLC for me as artists are not for me. I don't really care for their albums. Okay, Destiny's Child album, I remember it being decent. I think I liked a few of the songs in here. I think there's one called Bridges or something like that I really enjoyed. There was a few good songs in here, but they have better albums. And then also this Faith Evans album, I listened to half of it. The only song I cared for was As Soon As I Get Home. That's the only thing I care for. I'm sure she has better albums after it, and so yeah, I'll get to those, but the half I listened to, I wasn't really moved. No shade. And then we have Mary J. Blige. Her debut album is good. I feel like this would be an honorable mention. Reminisce is such a good song. Okay, this really blew me away whenever I first heard it. And then we had some other really good songs on here as well. Real Love is a really good song too. And I feel like there's some other ones that I'm kind of blanking on. But Reminisce, I just always remember that one. It always sticks out to me. Have not heard Aaliyah's first album for obvious reasons. But you guys know I love Aaliyah, but I don't acknowledge her album. No shade. Monica's first album, I didn't care for it. Besides Before You Walk On, I think that's what it's called. But that's the only song I liked. And then I think that's Brandy, and I like Brandy's debut album. There's some good stuff on there. Baby 8, Sunny Day, I Want to Be Down as the debut single is crazy. Broken Hearted, I like Brandy's debut album. Yes, she has better albums, but I think that it's good. And then this My Album, I did not get to, okay? And y'all know I don't care for erykahbadu. I made a video on that, my generational hate series. So that's what I think. Like I said, top 3, number 1, Mariah. Number 2, I'd probably say Lauryn Hill, and number 3, Toni Braxton. But let me know what you guys think down below. If you want to give your own little ranking of all these albums, let me know, and we can continue that conversation. But a lot of great debut albums, especially the 90s and